Actually got a decent lack of delay for once. And the stream health is green, which makes a nice change. Haven't seen that since, what, the first stream? Seriously. Like, my first stream was at green health all the way through, and then everything since then has been at orange out of green, because that's totally a means of quantifying health, because colours are an ordinal thing. The joys of OBS. Oh. Yay, Laura's here, my faithful component in my mashed potato soup. Because that's how potatoes work, because Laura is quite literally my soup, as I've called her before. Well, I mean, we're past half past now, and I should probably start and set a new record time for the shortest distance between starting the stream and actually starting bloody playing. Now, I will preface this both for the benefit of anyone watching live and anyone watching the archived footage, because that's a thing that people can watch. I did a bit of fiddling around between the last stream and this stream, because they're separated by a week in terms of time. Nobody told me, in the last stream, that the game audio was really fucking quiet. So I fixed that and I now have 2 viewers, but I'm down to yellow stream health. Oh well. But, yeah, in the last stream, the game audio was really quiet compared to my commentary. I'd like to think I fixed that, because I still had it set for the Mega Drive audio, which is insanely loud, even at really quiet volumes, whereas the Game Boy Advance is at normal volume, and so having the thing set so that really loud stuff isn't too loud means that quiet stuff is really quiet, and I'd like to think I fixed that. I got the game audio going at 30%, although I've not actually got any game audio running at the present moment, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm just saying introductory stuff. The point is, the game audio should be louder, but people who are watching live, please tell me if there's any problems with either me being too loud or too quiet, or the game audio being too loud or too quiet. I don't know. I take pride in watching these back, and goodness knows being able to hear the game audio actually helps cover up the whiny ass noise makes that my computer does, because it's a loud, annoying banana. Speaking of bananas, that's one of our destinations in today's stream. I remember when I first recorded the LP, the original LP that is, Alex gave me a small amount of hell for how I pronounce banana, as opposed to what? How else do you pronounce banana? But that's a thing that we shall engage with shortly, I suppose, so I should probably do the thing where I change over the scene in OBS and stop wasting time, you majestic ass biscuit. Hey. Okay, boop, and boop. Now just need to wait a moment to see if the stream is cooperating, because that's a word. I should probably also ask, Laura's gal o Europe, canst thou hear me? And other person watching, are you also a person? I'd like to think so, everything seems to be running normally. But please do tell me if that's not the case, because I worry. Lord knows I worry. Actually, that's a good point. I should probably change the title of the stream. Meh, it's good. I shall wait for a moment just to have confirmation that I am indeed succeeding. Okay, I can be heard. And now for the piece de resistance. I shall unpause. Now, can I be heard over the goddamn game? Because this matters to me. I like being audible and not being drowned out by the game, but I don't like the game being uber shitstorm quiet. Like, you know, this car drives up next to you, it's driven by someone that you don't know, but you trust them anyway, and they just open the back door, and then this little poop tornado comes out the back, and it's a storm full of shit driven by an Uber driver. It is an Uber shit storm. But enough about me and my weird mental imagery. I shall now reach across the 2 cereal boxes, the microphone box and the ice cream tub full of biscuits. That's what I'm using as a whiny bitch-ass computer cooling fan dampener this evening, as usual. I could involve some rice boxes as well, but it's too late for the rice boxes. We have reached the end of cake. I took notes and achieved the end of ball. Let's stop wasting time. Now, where were we? Oh yes. I feel like Banana Savannah is chronologically the next level we're supposed to do, but I kind of also want to go and do Rabbit Habitat because Rabbit Habitat doesn't have another Agent 9 mission, and I don't like those, but Banana Savannah does because that's the monkey homeworld, which sounds like something that, like, the monkey homeworld kind of sounds like what UKIP would call Africa. And I'm not being racist, I'm just saying that's what UKIP sound like, in my experience. Or is that the BNP? Could be both. I don't want to get political! Tessellating Hexagons is strictly non-political, just like Eurovision. I'm just trying to be topical and funny. Does anybody love me? And oh crap, we're going into a darkened area. I anticipate frame drops out the anus, and back up the other side? Which reminds me of a thing I saw on Tumblr. Apparently, when two people kiss, a tunnel of approximately 14 meters is created between both of their anuses. You're welcome. And I'm pressing the button to flame, but because of all the insane frame droppage. By the way, the frame droppage isn't because of the stream, it's because of the lighting effects. Like, I had this in the original LP as well. Don't sweat it, ain't no thing. We're gonna be out of here in a moment. But yes, if that second person watching isn't anyone who's familiar with me, I fear I may have scared them off already with my talk about anus tunnels. What? Just what? There we go, the frame's cleared right up because not having to render lighting effects and other things, and it's... oh, you can't see from here. It's the land of the Lake of Piss. Oh yeah, I'm not even bothering with the text, am I? I'm skipping over it, that's what I did in the last stream, and no, he's been stolen by stuff and people and things, and it's the Lake of Piss, and there's the Black Diamond, because those totally exist as playing cards. Well, I suppose that they could. I've never experienced it though, but keeping an open mind as to playing cards can be whatever colour they choose, because they... Wait, what? Did I say something to the contrary of mahogany? What's mahogany got to do with this, Laura? And I do mean mahogany as opposed to the type of wood. Because the type of wood is called misogyny, and hatred against women is... Wait. I would say monogamy to kind of complete the pun, but then that sounds like I'm making some sort of statement, and I'm not. I'm just picking words that have several syllables and begin with M and end in Y. And I know how the hats work, because obviously I've done this playthrough before. There's another red chest. Oh, fuck. I made notes of where all the other chests were, and I forgot to bring up my notepad file, so I don't know where I'm going. Oh, right. Right. Well. That's kind of awkward then. I go on this whole spiel about various words, and it's just because I asked if people love me. Oh, right. Oh, did we? We may have needed this to do the hat thing anyway. Hey, when did I lose a fuck of health? Well, whatever. It's gone now, and it's never coming back until we get some fodder, and I'm really glad I took my jumper off, because I'm sitting here, shirtless, playing some Spyro. I'm steadily heating up, because clearly my computer and I are kindred spirits. Except, no, because I'm not a whiny piece of shit. Ooh! Moo! To quote Conker's Bad Fur Day. I would say Scouse Cow, but... like, despite my vigilance at criticising Americans for not knowing how many different accents there are in the UK, I'm terrible at telling them apart. Like Scouse, Brummie, I'm surrounded by Geordies, because I bloody live in Newcastle, but I could get the three accents completely mixed up. Like, I know they're separate things, I have a rough idea of what they sound like, but I'm just irresponsible when it comes to identifying things. I don't know. How is everyone doing this fine Wednesday evening, and wow, layering? But yes, is everyone doing at least one good? Rude. I was not done surmounting this thing that could be replicated as a birthday cake, you long since dead anus. Ouch. What? Why do people put up with me? But yes, everyone having a good time. Everyone being myself and the 2 people who purport to be watching. And I invited Alex, and I'm hoping that Simon got the notification that I'm streaming, but it could just be me by my little lonesome. 5 goods out of 10. Do you wish to share, Laura? Because sharing is caring, and asses are asses. Asses to asses, butts to butts, so to speak. That has no bearing on the current situation. We got a stethoscope. Now, do people actually still use stethoscopes? Because I seem to recall hearing that no, they don't, but I must have dreamed that, because why would they stop using stethoscopes? Like, it's not like they're lethal or something, and I got an email, and I bet I know what it is, because, you know what, I'm not even going to say what it is, because then you can revel in the wonder and the mystery and the enema that Laura mentioned in that one video of myself and my parents and her playing Wii Party U. I remember that, and this is the thing with the stuff. Nope. I remember this being like a highly stressful thing, but I didn't fail it in the original LP, so I don't know how stressful it can get. Like, if you miss even one, are you permanently fucked, or... All these questions, they have no answers because I'm too leetpromadstrats.com at this game. Which reminds me, I was watching Russell Howard's Good News for the past couple of... Well, for the 2 weeks it's been on so far, the latest series. And they had, what's her name? Jess Tom, I think it is. The kind of... the spokesperson for people with Tourette's, which, first of all, is kind of awkward because that used to also be my sister's name. Like, her surname at one point was Thomason, and so she shortened it to Tom. Well, T-H-O-M. And anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But, like, having heard actual real person Tourette's as opposed to Hollywood Tourette's where it's just swearing to every opportunity, I feel like if I said everything I thought, then I would probably have Tourette's. Like, that's not a blanket statement of, oh, Tourette's is not having a filter between your brain and your mouth. And to an extent, I think that's kind of what it is, but I'm not a professional, I don't know exactly what it is, but, like, what I'm saying is, I think a lot of things that, if you said them out loud, like, all of them, then it would probably be labelled as Tourette's. So I have brain Tourette's. Brain Tourette's, or like, is that sort of assumption offensive to people with actual Tourette's? Because I don't want to be offensive. I'm trying to think of things. You know how it goes? You probably don't, because my brain is just a place where stuff happens, and then it kind of falls out of my mouth, and that's how I commentary. But... oh, it's a yellow chest. Have we seen any of those up to this point in this do-over LP? And I'm still having got the wrong breath equipped. Bleh. Nothing down there. Well, because we've already been down there, but... yellow chest, can't do anything with it yet. I was about to make a joke about Simpsons boobs, but I did that in the original LP, didn't I? Because yellow chest. Hurdy, hurdy, hur. Oh, it's an Egomatic, which sounds like something you'd use to wash your clothes. Yay, it's totally just a recolor of the... well, the Egomatic doesn't really need another name, because it is what it is. In the words of bad lip reading, what it is, I'm a night trauma lifeguard, chicken never hurt me, I'm a good flavoured top dog, see me on my float in my bronze tuxedo, stop me at the club, I'm Hun, your Greedo. Keep wanting your morning dew, you're my pizza man, I like spastic golden toys. Keep wanting your morning dew, this huge pizza's made of cheese and broccoli. I could probably quote verbatim a lot of the bad lip reading songs because they're that good. Like, if you look past the nonsense lyrics, I mean, you're perfectly welcome to be entertained by them, but if you look past them, they're actually some really solidly composed songs. They're actually really, really good. So, yeah. Like, oh, 75 gems right there, and blue Spyro, which is rare until you get the blue dust. And Bianca, you fuck. Like, that's her full title. Her initials are BYF. Bianca, you fuck. But I do like the design of Rabbit Habitat, though, because it's, like, magic and shit. Oh yeah, this is the plant quest. This is my favourite one for no reason other than aesthetic. And yes, Laura, yes I do. I wasn't expecting it to do as badly as it did, because I was legitimately... like, Wow. I did, true facts, send Russian Unicorn, which was a bad lip reading of Michael Bublé's Just Haven't Met You Yet, to the Dream Song Contest. And it completely tanked. It was in the second edition. It came stone dead last, but that was before they had semi-finals. I thought at the very least people would appreciate the composition, but nope. They just... I don't even know what their line of thought was, but... Nope, it's silly lyrics, so it's a no place in my pants. Which is entirely fair enough. But... this is good, though. Even if the song does have a shart joke partway through. Like, not even a fart joke, but a shart joke. Classy, I know. Then again, this coming from the guy who keeps rabbiting on about the lake of piss here, which is obviously just carrot juice. And... oh yeah, you took part in the contest back then, didn't you? Well, I know I didn't get 0 points anyway, but I still came last. I think that's all we can do here at the moment? Which, oh, look, a glitch. But that means that we're going to have to go to Banana Savannah. Alex, if you're watching, why do you take exception to the way I pronounce banana? How else would you say it? Banana? I don't even know if they carry over that sort of similitude in Canada place. Lowercase p, capital L. Because we're all about the capital. The lowercase p. Yes, lowercase p everywhere. It's like low-key pissing. It's a lowercase p. I don't even know. I can only apologize because my brain has been let out without its medication or something. Anyway, Banana Savannah, I believe I may have ruined the music of this place for Ruskin on Sugar by pointing out that it does kind of sound like something that a load of... I keep forgetting to talk to that. I did in the LP as well, I forgot to talk to him. But yeah, by pointing out that the music in this place sounds like something that like kids would sing in a primary school assembly. But I don't know what the words would be. But it just sounds like that sort of thing. You feel me? As someone who grew up with the British education system, I'd like to think I know what that would sound like. Also, there's a wilting oil drum. And bananas and water sausages, as seen in Undertale. Yum yum. I don't know why I went quiet there. TotalTea! Hello! I swear, I treat you like a pet cat. Just, you walk into the room and I'm just like, oh my god, it's TotalTea! And then I'd grab you by the face and start, I don't know, affectionately headbutting you or something. But, anyway, I do kind of have a relevant anecdote of my day today, because this is something I probably wasn't going to talk about anywhere else. Because I'm sure it would have fed into the next episode of Honey Pop. Like, can you not? I'm trying to do a thing here. But the next episode of Honey Pop is the best of montage, which I used to keep up with that on, like, every time I uploaded an episode of Honey Pop, I'd then watch the episode back and then cut out the best bits and put them in the montage. And then I got to episode 18, and that was the last episode I did it for. No, 17 was the last one I did it for. And I came back to it recently like, wait, shit, I'm not actually... I'm kind of behind on this now. And so I did I added one episode to the montage on Monday, and I resolved, right, it's got to be uploaded by Friday. So I kind of need to work on that for the rest of this week. Yesterday, proceeded to do absolutely nothing. Today, did nothing during the day apart from, university stuff and stuff I can't really talk about just yet, I don't think. But stuff that will be impressive in due course. And then this evening, and here I am streaming instead of working on the Honey Pop things. I'm gonna have to bloody blitz it tomorrow. And of course, Thursday is my busiest day at university anyway, because it's what I like to call Frankie Day, because we have, it's our most full day. And pretty much every session is taught by this one guy called Frankie. And he's the guy with the man boobs that I mentioned in that one video. I forget which video it was, but the guy with the man boobs and the prominent nipples. But, what was I saying? Oh yes. So, I'm going to be busy tomorrow, but I'm also going to have to find time to do the Honey Pop best of thing. So that's going to be a thing. But yes, so today, I went out into city centre of Newcastle, in search of a camera tripod. Well, not like a tripod, but like something I could put my phone into because, to stable it, because, my phone, I don't use it as a phone. I don't do phone. but I use it as a camera. Not for everything, but just like, for instance, the intro to my most recent vlog, the October vlog, that was filmed on my phone. And I believe I used an empty ice cream container and one of the chairs from the kitchen to prop up the camera. And even then, it was kind of not steady. Like, it was steady enough for the duration I was filming, but I kind of want a proper tripod for it. But the ones I found were either insanely super duper professional ones, which cost a whole load and had like it didn't have a clamp on it. It was just a screw for screwing in an actual camera into place, which, I mean, I understand, but that's not what I need. And the other ones I found were, like, reasonably priced, but they were selfie sticks, which is kind of also yes, but not quite. You know? So that's something I should be looking into at some point, getting a tripod so I can film stuff. Because, like, for this coming year's Eurovision reviews, I was going to say Eurovision debates, no, those aren't filmed, those are recorded. You could say, what's the difference? Well, I'm talking about live action versus commentary. But for the coming year's Eurovision reviews, I want to make them look the most professional they've ever looked, and so I'm thinking, maybe I should, film more on my phone, because then you'll get actual high definition instead of 480p. And even though it does take an absolute age to Bluetooth the footage from my phone to my computer, but still. But the thing is, how would I prop the camera up? Well, Laura, I appreciate that. First of all, you spend far too much money on me anyway, and I appreciate that ass. Well, you know what I mean. But, like, I went to great lengths to try and find an appropriate, I forget where the button is, an appropriate tripod, but they were all either selfie sticks or things with screws that cost over the bloody moon, which is not how you use that expression. So, good luck with that. Although, I did, like, wander into several different shops, including the, like, a really nice quarter of the local shopping centre that I've never been in because it just exudes, like, if you can believe it, more class than me, I know, right? But, like, it felt so up there and high-end that even I felt out of place. I've never been up there. But I went up there and it was pleasant. There's a couple of high-end stores, there's like a Sony store and some beauty salons and like a fully organic cafe or something like that. I don't begrudge them, I'm just setting the mood. I went up there and I went into a Debenhams as well, but that's like on the opposite end of the shopping centre from that quarter, but still. In that quarter, no, this story has nothing to do with that quarter, I was just establishing the scene. Right, yeah, in Debenhams. And I was telling Laura this story earlier today, but this is going to make me sound kind of like it might break the illusion of ambiguousness, but oh my god, TotalTea. I will get on a separate tangent about that in a second. But, like, don't judge from what I'm saying here, because this actually has nothing to do with my ambiguous sexuality. But I saw a really nice dress in Debenhams, and, like, coming from someone who's seen Austin on Sugar in a dress and can concede he actually, like, it really suits him. Like, no homo. Like, I could appreciate the aesthetic of men in dresses because why the fuck not? And, like, it was a really nice dress, but it was £150, so no! Fuck that! I'm not paying 150 drowns for a pess. Exactly. But egg maracas. Fucking... Well, you could kind of extend that whole thought process to schools in England, primary schools in England kind of all have these weird traditions in common that no one can explain. Well, I would give an example, but then it would turn out to be the one thing that is peculiar only to my life. Is the word I'm looking for peculiar? There's a word that means pertinent, that sounds like pertinent, and it's something like peculiar. But, anyway. If I were to say the words cauliflower's fluffy, would that mean anything to anyone watching? Because I swear that was a thing. Like, that was literally everybody's jam. No pun intended. Now, what am I need to get back up to the other area to do the bloody stealth mission. I'm kind of delaying doing that because I don't remember where I put the last plant. Last plant, first burp. First burp isn't even my thing. I'm just plagiarizing other LPs and I'm a terrible person. Yeah. Yes, no, that's the answer to everyone's problems. Hello, you fuck. I'm going to fuck you, no. But at the same time... Right. I need to stop saying words and actually think about my commentary. It's not just a me thing, I swear. TotalTea, back me up here. Surely you've encountered the glory that is the fluffy cauliflowers, or... You know, it's kind of that reminds me... well, it's that makes me think that this music sounds like a primary school thing. But also, speaking of, is the game audio loud enough to be heard but not overpowering my arse commentary? TotalTea, you've betrayed me for the Laurinian tribe of Europe's Gallo 80s. That's an entire decade, I'll have you know. The Europe's Gallo 80s. Right. Can I go over this way now? Yes, I can. Another stealth mission. Joy of arse joys. Ah. Ah, my forehead. I don't like stealth missions! I will consume you all. Actually, this one isn't too bad, from what I recall. Like, the first ones aren't too bad, and then the last two are kind of over the top. You know, full Miley Cyrus, tea got me jamming from head to toe. You know, why the hell did you treat me like I didn't understand trigonometry and Tai Chi? Inverse cosine, see? Oh my gosh, there's never going to be a better Padawan than me. And that's where I first heard the word Padawan. I didn't even realize that was a thing, because I do not give two flying fucks about Star Wars. But enough about me. How am I doing this lovely evening? Because I am a person. You die now. Just reading Europe's Gallo 8's comment just there. If it's not popped in on the chat already, because I can never remember how delay works. Top of the Europe's Gallo pops. Now there's something I'd pay to see. Can I just suck this camera, please? Can I just suck on camera? Because the problem is you can't double jump and then suck. This is exactly what I was attempting to prevent. But you can either jump and suck, or double jump but without the suck. And that offends me, because now I have to do all that over again. And I'm offended. But speaking of Eurovision news, so, they've announced that Cyprus are going to be represented by the band -1. And they're having Thomas Jason write the song! No! Just Cyprus, no! Clearly that worked so well for Spain last year. Stealing, well, that's not even the reason why I'm mad, but, like, using an artist using a composer, rather, from another country, who has no shame about literally being a instant win button sort of composer, who actually, I've yet to hear a decent composition out of him. And, that's just their admission of desperation. Like, oh, you know, we can't win doing shit properly, so we're gonna have to use Thomas Jason and cheat. Like, Cyprus, no, you could do better than that. Stop relying on like, can Jason please just stop? At least Ralph Ziegler knows when he's beaten. Holy shit. But Jason just doesn't go away. He doesn't stop. Like, Jason, or Jason, if you insist. If you happen to be watching this, which is severely unlikely, but I don't know, we've just got up to 3 viewers, so maybe. Maybe that one additional viewer is Thomas Jason. Just stop, please. That reminds me of a YouTube poop by DaThings1, also known as Duct Toast, depending on your region, or, well, depending on whether you know him on YouTube or on Twitch, but he did a thing of game shows. Just look up a video called The Price is Rice. And... yoink! And, like, part of it was like the final round of the American version of Family Fortunes, which of course they insist on calling Family Feud because they have to be different. But as I recall, like the whole exchange of the final round went something to the effect of, "Now look into that camera and tell everyone what you're going to win." $3. And then there's a brief bit parodying how they explain how the final round of Family Fortunes works. I think I scared that third viewer off, so either it was Thomas Jason and he got offended, or it was an American who didn't like the fact that I'm talking trash about Americans, or neither. Could be neither. Anyway, so I don't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. It was, oh yeah, question 1, name something. Reading. Name something that they always keep in their homes that people find in a movie theatre. He pronounces it theatre because Americans. His response was, his response was seagull noise. Like, he just starts making seagull noises. Then, give me a word that rhymes with movie theatre. And he says, cease. Like something that begins with C, but then the sound is reversed, so he ends up saying cease, like C-E-A-S-E. And then, give me a large popcorn, please. And that's what reminds me of it. And his response is, no, using footage from an earlier clip in the same video. And then, like, there's a long delay, and then you don't hear the last question. And I don't remember what his response to that is, but it's something else that's funny anyway. It's a video you should look up. I'm doing it a great disservice by, I don't know, giving a live dramatization of it. Because I was not there. I was not there, Sam I am. Okay, so person on this side pops up first, and you're dead. And person on that side pops up after, and you're also dead. I hate stealth missions! Don't make me do them in real life. Now, I remember this bit from the best of montage of my Spyro Adventure LP. I don't remember which way you're supposed to go first. Nope, I am none the wiser. You can't see me because I'm inside some bananas, and you're riding a banana. Meow. Now, I remember in these stages, there is a delay between, like, the enemy is noticing you, and then, like, alerting the military to your presence. But I don't remember how long that delay is. Oh, see, that was a perfect demonstration of it right there. Where he started shouting, but I didn't die straight away, and I killed him before he finished shouting. I don't know how long that delay is on some of these enemies. Like, they're fairly lenient with the red ones and the ones in the floor. But I don't know about the guys that ride bananas, which sounds like an indie band to, I don't know, like a band attempting to rival Panic at the Disco, for instance. Yellow guys who hide in... I remember what I said now. Hey. I seem to recall having one instance of trouble with that section in the original LP as well, and I had some sort of snarky text on screen commenting on it or something. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm funny. Streaming for half an hour already. Holy... Just holy. Am I truly an entertaining piece of poo for which to stimulate your visual and audio senses? And other things? But now I'm just imagining... someone like Alex or Laura just burying your face against the screen and inhaling deeply whenever I stream. Fuck! Just being there like, I can smell your stream from here. And that's slightly creepy. So thank you. Oh yeah, another weird thing that happened to me while I was out today, because I did spend like a good maybe hour and a half, maybe 2 hours just wandering around town, soaking up the atmosphere. And I got lunch from, well, it was more like 11's from Subway. And as I was going from one place to another, going between Subway and the shopping centre, someone, like this woman, stopped me and asked, like, she pointed at my sandwich and said, hey, where did you get that? And I said, Subway, it's just down that road there. And she thanked me and went on her merry way. Oh, okay. What the fuck was that? To be honest, I was barely even aware of the existence of Go West by the Pet Shop Boys, although I'm aware of it. I believe they did like a parody of it for the Blue Dragon Oriental Condiment stuff, where they had Go East instead or something. But that's the extent of my knowledge on the subject, so I wouldn't have known. And, you're saying Pet Shop Boys and the Village People. I thought it was from a musical, personally. Anyway, I believe that's all we can do here, which is kind of... Wait. No, wait, fuck, shit. People in the stream chat, did I claim my reward for killing all of the plants in that area? You know what? By the time you hear that question, it will be too late. I'm gonna go back and check anyway. I would cut this out, but that's not how live streaming works. But perhaps you could tell me before I get there. Did I, or did I not? I could just see in the, like, on the screen behind the game, like in the background, I could see you're just getting to the point now where I asked that question. So, in other news, have you lovely people heard of the whole Demi Lovato's sister conspiracy? The existence of Poot Lovato. I love that. Wait. Right, so, in the bottom right corner, it just said I had none of the things collected. And then he just rewarded me for doing it anyway. But yes, see, it's the 0 out of 10. But yes, Poot Lovato. I think the thing that gets me is the name. Like, where did they get Poot from? Well, doesn't really matter. Her name is Poot now. And that is 100% okay by me, because Poot Lovato. That's one thing with the internet. It's what the fuck. That almost sounded like it was going to be a logical sentence, and it just didn't all over my face. Yum. Oh! No. I'm just a delight to listen to, I'm sure. Just sitting here, wearing, like, socks, slippers, a pair of jogging bottoms, and some flavour of underwear underneath, and no shirt, and making all of these delightful noises. Clearly, I am the most important thing you will ever experience in your life. And clearly that fate just there is what will befall you if you never see at least one of my streams. I don't know where this train of thought is going, but I would like to get off at the next station if it's okay. That came out wrong. That reminds me, is it Waterloo Station? Europe's Gallow Face. What's that train station that we always meet up at in London? Like when we go to London, I say always, it's been like twice. Is that Waterloo? I want to say it's Waterloo. But there's a sign above the toilets there that shows that it's the toilets and also a shower. But it looks like it's toilets for men, women, and Daleks, because what the fuck. And no, I'm not doing anything with you today, good sir. Okay, never mind. I remember this confusing me in the original LP, and I would have forgotten that this encounter even is a thing had I not had that what the fuck moment in the LP. And oh my god, the frame drops are so real. Like, it's having to do all the particle effects of the lighting. How do I counteract these again? Just push it back into him? Well, I remember Hammersmith. Oh my god. Just the frame drops here making this nigh impossible. I don't know how I had no trouble with this in the original LP. Yeah, you can go die in a kaboom. I mean, obviously it wasn't Hammersmith, so it must have been Waterloo. Fucking Waterloo! One of the most overrated Eurovision winners of all time, alongside the various other Swedish winners. Hey. I swear, the only time Sweden hasn't produced an overrated winner, that was Diggy Loo Diggy Lay. And that title doesn't even mean anything, so that says a lot. Hey. Anyway, we finally have our first heart, which, in case you've forgotten, is kind of the objective of this game. It's a load of fetch quests for fetch quests that result in a fetch quest. So this is fun. We finally have our first mission objective, and we're only just getting into the third main area of the overworld, the third and final, as I recall. Okay. Yeah, well, I shall especially take some time and look this up after the stream and determine once and for all who originally came up with the concept of going west. Is it A, the Pet Shop Boys, 2, the Village People, or Delta, Christopher Columbus? I'm sorry, the answer was Richard Nixon. Oh, I'm sorry. I just apologies all round. Take me to your heaven. That's it's okay. It's not as bad and overrated as some of the other Swedish winners. I'll give it credit there. Credit where props are due. But I don't know, just Sweden. See, I just glanced at that comment there, TotalTea, and it sounded like it was about to be some really kinky shit, and nope, it's just... Oh, holy shit, we've got all the stuff for the fairy library! Voice crack. Did not see that one coming. Well, you know what, while I continue to explore the Dragonfly Oasis, I'll leave it to a vote in the stream chat of the all two people watching. Should I go and get the Heart of the Fairy Library now, or just carry on as I am for the moment, and then just go back for it later? Because we're going to be going back to the Fairy Library at some point anyway, to get the chests or whatever. So you people let me know what you want to see, because, I mean, as I've been told before, yes, I get that it's my stream and that I'm in charge, but I don't mind. I'm democracy. I am the living embodiment of democracy. We're on a heart-shaped platform, and that's a fucking pineapple. You feel me? We all feel me. Even I feel me. Wait, no. Sometimes I open my mouth and commentary falls out. And then I hastily try to stuff it back up. That also came out wrong. Just demonstrating exactly what I'm saying here. Anyway, I've not heard anyone say anything about the... Well, actually I haven't heard because you're all text-based comments as far as I could perceive. But the game audio isn't too loud, is it? Or too quiet? Because last stream it was too quiet. But now it's presumably okay. I did a brief little test thing before I started streaming, and it sounded okay. So clearly that's the sexiest noise you will hear for the next 27.5 hours. But then in that time you'll, I don't know, run face first into a lamppost that's holding a balloon with a swirly lollipop design on it, and then you will just be like, wow, indeterminate gender boner. And then, there you go, you're love struck, you've fallen for a lamppost. Anyway, stream chat people, should I go and get the fairy library thing now, or save it till I go back and reclaim the chests? Yum. And I'll be doing this mini-boss while you people decide. At least I think the mini-boss is now? I'm like 99% sure it's now. Is it? I believe it might be. Wait, do we have to pay you? You fuck. You literal fuck. Honestly. There we go. I had a feeling it was now. Moneybags, you're so racist. Also, why are these kitten fountain things a thing? Come here, you fuck. That was sadly easy. Oi! Fucky nipples. Nipples of Fucktown. Where the fuck are you going? For fickety fuckety foo. And one more round, and then you can go to dead. Or not. I can completely walk over the button. There we go. And then he just sort of flies over sideways. That was poetry in motion. Oh yeah, and for some reason, the game temporarily forgot that I wasn't supposed to be able to move in that cutscene. Oh, the chat's... Oh my god, the stream health! Oh, it went back up to green, and before I even finished that sentence, it went back up to yellow, red, brown, yellow. The stream health went back down again before I even finished celebrating the fact that it had come up. Yes, I demand answers. Where should I go? What should I do? I mean, as it is, we've got a couple of other levels to choose from right now anyway, because we've got this, we've got Moneybags as mentioned. We've also got, but I don't think we can get to the Cheetah Spot Spa just yet, but we can get to, Kangaroo Hooduvia, with Kangaroo Hoodoos. Are these things supposed to drop gems? Because they haven't been. Yeah, we could go to here, the Kangaroo Hoodoos, and I want to say there's another level, but no, there isn't. Not until Cheetah Spot Spa, anyway. And that's a while away. No, it isn't. We can get there now. Forget everything. We have 3 levels to choose from, and also the Fairy Library, which almost sounds like I'm saying the Furry Library, which is a great thing, because Tristan is amazing and stuff. Why can't you just hurt these things from the outside? Did I have to go back here anyway? Bruce. Willis. Moby Moby Michael Stipe. The Australia place. So we're just gonna give a massive middle finger. No, TotalTea, you cannot vote for Nigel Cabbage. He is not a place, and he is not an option. So I believe this is where we get the green key anyway, so backtracking could be in order. But I mean, I'm gonna get the other half of the green key first, and then I guess we'll go to the Australia place and celebrate the likes of Sia and Guy Sebastian and Delta Goodrem and the rest. The Veronicas, the Bettys, the toilet. I can't edit that into live streaming, unfortunately, but like, I kind of feel bad for using the toilet as a running joke, considering I don't know where it's actually from. Like, my only point of reference is, oh, Nintendo Capri Sun makes jokes about it. And so all that means is that I've ripped it off him. That doesn't really bode well, you know? But then again, you can't exactly... Like, what do you expect to find if you do a Google search for the toilet? You know, it's not exactly something you can search for. It's not just something you can slip in a postcard. That sounds like a euphemism on so many levels. Also, there is nectar or something. Yes, toilets only exist in Australia. This is a confirmed fact. We actually have giant porcelain shoes over here in the UK for our international viewers, of which there are currently none. Because no one exists apart from us. Although, to be fair, traditional Japanese toilets do look like porcelain slippers. And not in a good way. Which reminds me, don't ask me how I know this, but there is a restaurant in Japan that serves curry that has been specifically scientifically designed to taste like actual shit. Like, the guy running the restaurant is an ex-porn star, and so he knows the exact taste to go for, and like, why would you do this? Literally, what the fuck? But it's a thing that exists, and it's served in little toilets and everything. Well, little Japanese toilets anyway. But, like, why would you? Like, apparently it's achieved using, like, you know, curry and tea leaves and stuff, but nevertheless, my stream health is green! Yay! I have been blessed by the Dogue Bird of Wisdom, or something. And I don't see what Phil had against these stages in the last stream. Because, I mean, okay, they're not as glamorous as Sergeant Bird's levels in A Hero's Tale, but that's only because that's the only way they could have had speedways in that game. This is kind of a good... this is a good 2D interpretation of the... bleh, of Sergeant Bird's playstyle in Spyro 3, which I would like to LP at some point, but I don't know if I'll be able to, because... I don't know, I'll never say never, I suppose. It'll just be... The funny thing is, this restaurant is a thing that exists that, like... He's only using Pornis's experience as a basis for creating shit curry. Like, the restaurant itself is totally safe for work, apart from the fact that you're eating poo. Well, it's not actual, it's just... Why are we still on this topic? Like, last time we obsessed over the etymology of a cheeky Nando's, and this time we're talking about Japanese shit curry. But, if anything, I dare say it sounds more like German, but I wouldn't know. Like, true facts, I wouldn't know. I do mean it... Well, yeah, I meant what I said in Honey Pop. I do not watch porn. I don't see how people would. And this isn't exactly a discussion that I'd particularly necessarily want to bring up in a live stream that my parents are probably going to end up seeing at some point, but I just don't see why people would watch that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm just quietly button mashing over here, which is totally not a euphemism, because Flappy Bird, but with a Y. I made this joke around this point in the game in the original LP as well, and I am making so many references to the old LP. Yes, TotalTea hiding knowledge. See, that would work to getting you into any country except for Australia, because, I mean, if you've seen even one border patrol program about Australia, it's literally just like... In fact, I think Scandinavia in the World said it best, where British border control is just like, okay, are you coming here as a tourist or to work? Is it okay if I say both? Sure, yeah, I guess so. And then American border control is, oh my God, are those drugs in your gun? And then Australia. What the fuck is this? It's an apple. You're trying to smuggle an apple into my country? You are hereby forever prohibited and banned, and you must never come into my country. So yeah. Because you're tea. Therefore, you'd be Australian contraband or something. But that's okay, because Australia will never be able to host Eurovision unless they actually do the thing from 2014, where they pick up the entire continent and then just drop it on top of the UK, which is pretty fucking rude. And I was gonna say, you know, that they should, like, just like in that thing from Eurovision 2014, they should just masking tape Hokkaido to the rest of Australia, but that's not Hokkaido, that's... Is that Tasmania? That one island bit in the bottom right corner. Because I get mixed up with Hokkaido of all places. It's the Hokkaido of Australia, clearly. We're nearly done with this mission, and my arms, the bells, the toilet. Those are some pretty-ass flowers in the background, by the way. And if they were Rafflesia, they would literally be arse flowers, except not arse, but just death in general. Like, it would take a while to explain the thought process behind that previous comment, but apparently that is Tasmania. So, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna call it Ostrido? Hokkaido? I don't know. Now, that's one thing, though. Like, since when is there a region of the world called Oceania? Like, I don't believe it exists. I don't believe in it. It's fucking Australasia. It's right there in the name. It's a continent that's south, austral, of Asia. Asia. Australasia. You know, what the fuck's Oceania? It just offends me. Like, there are really simple things like that that offend me. But clearly, as a white male on the internet, I am overprivileged and thus can't complain about literally anything because I must check my privilege. Or something. I don't know. This level has stuff in it. I didn't even know we'd missed this entire section, and I'm starting to lose feeling in my left hand. That's okay, we're nearly done here. Get these things. Fuck that fuck. Anything up here? Just wrapping back around. Okay, we'll grab these two fucks, and then we will have the green key, and then we will go, finally, to that bit that happens when they make a bridge between mainland Australia and Australian Hokkaido with masking tape. And it turns into a tail. Which reminds me, I find it adorable how if you look at a map of Antarctica, it just looks like a giant rhino head. And so I feel like if continents were people... No, I'm not left-handed, Laura. I have the A and B buttons under my left hand. I'm controlling... like, movement is my right hand, A and B is my left hand. But, like, if continents were people, you know, Europe would be classy and cultured. North America would be kind of well, you know what the stereotypes are. South America would be the typical sort of, you know, Latina dancer kind of, like, not in a derogatory way. And Africa would be some sort of really racist combination of every single culture that they have, because clearly they're all one and the same. I say that ironically, I'm not trying to be provocative. And Asia would be some sort of really traditional, but at the same time really technologically advanced. Australasia would be like this one small person with like a load of other little people sort of in orbit around them. And then there's Antarctica, which is just an anthropomorphic rhino, because fuck you, basically. And we're back in the they stole an entire bridge country. And that's happened in history like twice or three times. I remember distinctly, but yes, the story of this area, or at least this part of the area, is they stole the bridge. And so we're making a new one by bringing the ruins of the old one, which isn't here because it got stolen. But nevertheless, we bring the remains of a bridge that isn't here up to the surface. Color glitch, this happened as well. Spyro, your middle name isn't Timing, it's the... Spyro the Dragon. Speaking of, Where have all the good Spyro games gone? Like, even a good Spyro clone in the form of Dio by a Bulgarian group called Lemon 3D, I think. Like, that's kind of a decent-ish rip-off of the first Spyro game, but even then, it's kind of not very well made. Like, the game itself has been constructed well enough, but they needed someone like me. Like, they needed an actual game designer to tell them, yo, that works in theory but not in practice. But, like, it's really hard to explain what they did wrong, so I'd just recommend looking up Crystal Fisher's LP of Dio, the 2013 version, because they're re-releasing it on Steam with a whole load of changes so that it's not quite so blatantly a rip-off of the first Spyro game. See, it almost looks good, apart from the fact that it still looks like it's in beta even now. Beta, whatever. It's weird how the voice boops of the kangaroos here do sound Australian, even though, why would they? And also, that's a really weird button combination for an arse stomp. Jump, and then left trigger. Like, why? I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but just, like, in what other game would that make sense? Jump and then left trigger to butt. It's the butt button. And I remember saying something about SpongeBob when I was here in the original LP, and talking about how no one knows my nationality, even though I'm quite obviously British. I've been accused of being Belarusian and Spanish, Portuguese, Maltese, South American, Russian. I feel like there was one time relatively recently. Oh, well, there was a time in Sweden where they thought I was German. I think there was some other time recently as well where my nationality was mistaken. It was on a pole where there was some meat, and there was also a male Barbie doll, and it was like, I tried to hit it, but I didn't, so it was a mistake to miss the steak on a steak with Ken, therefore I was mistake Ken. That was terrible! It's 11:30 at night, what were you expecting from me? Does mean that I've been streaming for nearly an hour though, so yay! 1 hour hype, because clearly it takes dedication to record for this long, and totally isn't, like, a fraction of the norm for people who stream regularly. But to be fair, I have a terrible computer. Congratulations, TotalTea. It sounds like I'm about to say congratulations, no one cares, but yeah, okay, well done. But, like, my only qualm with people who are left-handed, assuming you're talking about being handed, not politically, because then you're just like, yo, I'm left-wing for some reason. Like, I'm not saying that, like, as I said, I prefer to stay apolitical, and just saying that's the interpretation, but I'm assuming you're talking about handedness. Like, the only thing I have with left-handed people is when they kind of go all vegan on you and they say, oh, we're so much better because look at this struggle that we have to go through every day, and then they show you like a piece of paper that's all smudged on one side, because clearly only right hands are capable of smudging when you're writing with your left, but no, right-handed people have that struggle as well. I remember it quite distinctly from my high school days. It's your left hand is just as capable of smudging while you're writing with your right. And so I feel like ambidextrous people either have double that problem or none, but only if they can write with both hands at the same time, like some sort of coffee machine. Because coffee machines are really good at writing with both hands, don't you know? This is a scientifically proven fact. Have you never been to Coffeetopia? Sometimes I feel like these streams would be improved with alcohol, but why would I buy alcohol? That shit's expensive. Although, it was kind of funny, I was getting shopping on Saturday, and, like, next to the checkouts, they have what they call gondola aisles, where they show off all the, sort of, the deals du jour, as it is, to try and convince you to make impulse buys right before you check out. And, like, bearing in mind, that was Saturday, like, that was Halloween, I believe. And, hang on, now, I actually gotta check the calendar. Yeah, Yeah, that was Halloween. And guess what they had in the gondola aisles next to the checkout? Literally nothing but, like, vodka and whiskey. Like, okay, not quite what I was expecting on the 31st of October. Yeah, in Tesco, you do you. Hey, it's that thing. I don't remember whether it's a rose or a tulip, but there you go. And yes, male nipples are like fingernails. You can file them down and then they grow back longer. And it happens to us right-handed folk too. Don't believe the lies. And this line of dialogue makes it seem like there's more of these R statues, but there's not. That's the only one. And that, I believe, confused me as a child. Which reminds me, there's that... Wait, I just got gems from somewhere. But, like, there's that, like, muscular soreness treatment cream called I Believe. Like, did they do that deliberately? Oh yeah, that was another thing. It randomly occurred to me yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or was it earlier today? I'm gonna give myself a benefit of the doubt and say it was yesterday. Had this notion of, if you take two very specific, like not take the medicines, but take the names of two very specific medicines and then put them together, it sounds like that one actor. You know, Benadryl Claritin. You know exactly who I'm talking about, and I don't even have to clarify. Benadonald Cumbertrump. That's one of my favourites. Like, of the two word games that the internet likes to play, that is one of my favourites, and the other is the when you forget the words for things thing. Like, I do like featuring those in my Tumblr snacks, where, you know, stuff like, you know, kittens are cat puppies and milk is cereal water. And I mentioned in the last stream, you know, I did find one that has a list of 17 different... Now, did I already do the safe? I don't remember. But, like, 17 alternative names for things in the orchestra. And they're so funny, but I don't want to spoil what they are, and there's a bloody pink chest in here, I have to come back. I don't even know what the cool things are for yet, oh my fuck. Now then. I think all we have to do now is let fuckface know that we've got all the TVs, and then we're done here as well. Like, we're getting through this game at a rate of knots. Holy fucking... Like, I've been going for an hour. Combine this with the last episode, maybe take out the setup time, and I've been going for... Essentially, I've been going for about 5 episodes worth of footage, and admittedly I have been skipping text, but... It took me like twice, or like at least twice this long to get this far in my original LP. And with shittier commentary, well, at least commentary audio quality. So, my goodness, my Guinness. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, fuckheads, where do I go now? Should I go to Moneybags Mansion, the Cheetah Spot Spa, or back to the, I don't know, back to the older world so we can get stuff from the chests now? I'm pausing as if waiting for an answer from you people, but yeah, should we go to the Cheetah Spot Spa or Moneybags Mansion is kind of the choice on offer here. So this one here, or that one where there was that mini boss. And I'm just gonna sit here, and while I wait for a response, I'm gonna let some blood get back into my left arm. Like, why is it my left arm that's suffering here? Because I'm having to stretch both my arms to reach the game, but it's my left one that's getting all pins and needles and sore and lack of feeling ease. I'm just going to sit here and admire the fact that I have an email. Get them chests. Laura, that sounds like an advice for Honey Pop, which has since ended. But I'm kind of almost leaning against going back for the chests and then doing that all in the next stream, or whenever it is that I have all 4 of the keys, because I could just get them all at once and it'll be easier. So, oh, my arm. My ding-ding-dong. La 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 la. My ding-ding-dong. Also, I can see a kind of graphical glitch there, where it's about, I don't know, like 6/7 of the way up the screen. There's kind of a really... You know, I'm going to break the fourth wall. Just look around there. There's this obvious seam. I'm going to assume that you can see my mouse cursor. Well, I'm gonna go with Moneybags Mansion because Laura advised getting chests, and that place is full of money, and also, I believe it's the next level sequentially anyway, so... Actually, I think this is supposed to come before Kangaroo Hoodoos, but... Now, how much are you charging? I believe it's 3,500? It is 3,500 and I can't afford it, so... Fuck you, Moneybags. Well, we're here now. In the words of Undertale, nobody is happy with this. Look at all those cushions. I wish I had cushions like that. And that could be a euphemism, if you wanted to take it that way. Now, the one thing I don't like about this level is it doesn't have its own... Well, it does have its own music, but it shares its music with the safes. The safes that you open with the switches. And so by the time you get here, you've already heard this music, and you're already sick of it. Like, could they not have done like a remix or something? And yes. Yes, Laura, this is all very true. But it's, as I said in the Honeypop over-analysis video, I would quite happily play a male version of that game, just so that we could have equality, and so, you know, there's no accusations of, oh, so sexist, because I'm a person who has not watched the over-analysis video, and therefore I think everything is sexist. Like, no, I'll quite happily play a game that objectifies men to the same degree. I don't really care. It's whatever, really. I don't much care for humans anyway. Anyway, speaking of things that aren't human... Cats! Yay. Childeaboos, except not. Because that's not a word. No. I don't like the wind breath in this game. Just because, I don't, it feels really cumbersome compared to the other two, because, oh, fuck. Don't want to do another Agent 9 mission. What the shitting fuck was that supposed to be? But, yeah. The Agent 9 mission here is difficult-ass difficult. In that order. Oh my god, cat, can you just? Can you just? There we go. Now don't get off that button before I'm up here, because that's something the cats in this level love to do, because the cats here are a gimmick for holding down switches in case that wasn't obvious. No. Also, TotalTea, in case I've not referenced it enough, I will do the thing when I'm good and ready, Laura. But, yeah, in TotalTea, in case I haven't referenced it enough, I did do an LP of this game back in the day. You're welcome to watch that at some point if you want to be spoiled on the future of this stream, oh my god. Yes, oh my god, oh my G-U-H. Gah. Yum. Oh, it's another medal. And we still don't have all of the missing medals. If it weren't for you meddling kids, except you're not kids, you're literal medals. You're meddling medals. Your medal's meddling with my medal. Ooh. Anyway, cat, come hither. Follow me, you strange pudding. You strange fluffy pudding. Now, just wait for that to wear off. Hope it stays in place. Yes, it stayed in place long enough for me to boop the button. I kind of don't like how the safe switches look either. Like, they're these hideous, pulsating pustules of thing. And as someone who is prone to acne, kind of... You know? Just sit here making 16th century angel noises or something. I don't know which century it's from, but I remember seeing like a really old drawing of an angel looking down over a field going, where, like W-E-H, over and over again. And that's just so delightfully surreal. Once again, I think we're gonna end up ending the stream on a level whose music I've commented on, and that has an Agent 9 mission, and that I'm going to end on the Agent 9 mission. because I have a feeling it's going to take a while. I could have inadvertently gotten good since then. Yeah, I could be actually better at this game. I could be better at this game than I give myself credit for. Or I could do that. That is also a valid course of action. A valid coursedil, as it were. Which kind of sounds like something... something that would be worn by someone that would be called a strumpet, but no. That's a corset, and I don't know what a well, no. I'm only mostly sure what a strumpet is. And I'm fairly sure it's not what I have in mind. And it's not it's not a trumpet that plays music that sounds like strudel tastes. It's a strudel trumpet. Why do you people watch this stuff? Oh my god, 2 Agent 9s in one stream. Fuck my life. Well, and that's obviously such a first world problem, but... It's kind of weird as well how... Like, I don't much care for stealth missions. Oh, Laura, can you hang around for, like, I don't know, until the end of the stealth mission? Because then I'm going to end the stream anyway. But, I mean, if you have to go, you have to go, and that's fine. But, like, I haven't played much of the Sly Cooper games, but what I have played of them I've enjoyed. And yet I don't like stealth missions. So, what is the truth? Yeah, we could kill the security cameras in this one. Well, it wasn't that we just couldn't kill cameras in the previous one, it's just that there was one camera that was slightly out of range. But that was obvious. There's a fucker with a telescope that he never uses, but it's also a baton. This was the place where I was talking about the Cypriot apple hot dogs. But now I just have bad feelings associated with Cyprus because they've defected to the dark side. Oh, Laura, your health comes first. It's just I'm nearly done anyway, so... Oh my god. Tutorial, fuck off. This is the moment I need you the least. Because I can fuck this guy, and suck this guy, and engage in a threesome with this guy and the guy on top. I had to fucking jump. I had to fucking jump, didn't I? Hey, I did say this would probably take a while. Although part of that is down to the fact that there's a nigh impossible jump that you need to do towards the end of the... Well, not towards the end of this area, but like on your way back through this area from the end to the beginning. Which you have to do in order to get out. So... But yeah, my point is there's an impossible jump coming up, and that's part of the reason why I feel like this is going to take a while. Plus, I mean, it's the third Agent 9 mission of 4, so it's not going to be like Ted's Soup's easy. That was an elaboration of words that came out of my face, and we're all just going to have to live with that. TotalTea. I don't even the Star Wars, and I can. That is a bad. Oh, Laura. I'm disappointed because that was clearly an arousing situation, because surprise Yowie is best Yowie. Good old Undertale. Underwear tale? The tale of 2 underwears. Tale of 2... The sale of 2 titties. Yay! I could use the grappling hook, but fuck that, because I can just walk. Are we there yet? Could I have just... Oh, there's a banana fuck. You can't see me from here, I don't care. That was surprisingly stealthy. And wow, 2011, that was a few years ago. A few years ago. Fucking hell. Like, it still fucks me up that the song Twist of Love by Sidsel Bensemane, that represented Denmark in 2006, is nearly 10 years old. Because it represented Denmark in 2006. I was singing that song whilst making dinner today. I can't remember the second verse, but it's catchy as fuck. That happened in the LP as well. Well, you're right to do that, Laura, but what's not to be aroused by that one guard with the yowie? Because muscular bongo, hello. Cosmic wings, whoopsie. 500 crackers I was saving for my granny. Let's buy 2 big industrial windmills. I already got one. Who needs 3? Well, the first one I broke it. good. Was that Snoop Dogg? Or, well, I think he's Snoop Lion now, but Snoop Dogg at the time. In that one Miley Cyrus video, but it was also badly lip-readinged, so... Also, questionable invisibility skills here, where you can be invisible, but sometimes it doesn't work, and it's hard to tell when it runs out. And can we just... Ah, my left arm feels weird. I double jumped, you fuck! I could just leave that gem there and then get it on the way back, but I'm trying to get to the bloody checkpoint so I can... This is that impossible jump. We're here, we have arrived at the impossible jump. You see? Impossible jump. Well, I mean, we are going to meet up in December for... Like, she's coming over just after Christmas to do New Year's with us. But I don't think we have it, so... Plus, I'm not entirely... Oh, wait, no, I believe I can record PS2, I think? But I can't record a game I don't have. So there's that to take into consideration. An arse sensation. An arsization, if you will. Like... Zayn from One Direction. But... arse. I don't know. I'll just keep going this way then, because that impossible jump can be saved for later. Now, am I still invisible? Because this invisibility stuff is unreliable. Can't... Don't... Dip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dee-boo. Those are words. Okay, I think I'm out of invisibility now. Yeah, that's gonna drop me in... at the top of Shit Creek without a spanking device. So I shall take another invisible pile and go back the other way. I shall take my beef supremacy and disappear. Laura, you're so generous. Why are you so generous? How could you afford these things? You're a cinnamon roll who is too pure and too perfect for this world. You know what, I should kill these fuckers and then go back to the checkpoint just so I don't have to keep killing them over and over again. Because this is getting rather tiresome. I must say. Yes, that's right, you damn well look the other way. Which reminds me of Super Mario RPG, which I think is actually kind of overrated. Fight me IRL. Like, I played the opening bit of it, and I don't see the hype. It's just... I didn't press it to jump. I'm not peanut butter gamer. But yeah, I just... No, I don't. I've never been into GTA personally. Again, fight me IRL. And that's money. That's what money DNA looks like. You scrub. I don't know. Also, it's because I can't feel my arm. I keep pressing the button without meaning to because I can't feel my arm. How frustrating. That's probably Latin for something. Well, Laura, maybe you should spend money on yourself because you deserve it. And even cinnamon rolls need massages from time to time, if you know what I mean. So go and have your cinnamon roll massaged. Okay, that could come across as a thing. But you get the idea. Go and have your butt waxed. That's just life advice to anyone listening. Not just you, Laura, but anyone. TotalTea, future me, anyone else. Butt waxing! Yay! I don't know. Like, that and anal bleaching are two things that, okay, but why? You know? Now, you're dead as well. Dead by April. But it's November. Now, can I get this other fuck as well before the time does the expiration date? Oh. You see, how did he see me when I'm invisible? It could be because I touched him, but that's not how video game invisibility works. Ho ho ho. I don't know either. But 2 out of... I did say this was going to take a while, did I not? Now, can we do this without fucking up this time? Okay. Tiptoe through the tulips. Make me dance, dance like a maniac. You make me want your aphrodisiac. What? That was a song. Well, it may be San Andreas, but I just don't GTA, and... But yes, Zelda Month is... Like, who originally decided that Zelda Month should be a thing? Was that PBG, or is that in reference to something that came before? Inquiring minds wish to know. And after several weeks of waiting, because I can't be asked connecting my 3DS to the Wi-Fi here, because they've changed the Wi-Fi provider compared to last year. But, like, because they've changed that, I can't be asked connecting my 3DS to the Wi-Fi. And so I qualified for a free trial like a demo download of Triforce Heroes. And, like, it's been downloading via SpotPass all this time whenever I go out to somewhere where there's internet. And the first time I went out, which was a couple of weeks ago now, it downloaded to 38%. And then it stopped for a while. And then, like, last week, it got all the way up to 83%. And then nothing for a while. Fuck that, I'll just seppuku instead. Death Before Dishonor. And then I went out the following weekend, and it downloaded up to 86%. And then today, it finally finished downloading, so I could try out Triforce Heroes at some point. And I forget which way is forward, so I'm going to assume that down is forwards. I seem to recall that being the case. The case study, if you will, the social media audit. The toilet. The social media toilet. I must have these gems, and no one can tell me otherwise. Not even you, camera. Not you. Not Victor. Not that other one from Melody Festivalen. And camera, look away, please. Like that camera's looking right at me, and yet it's not seeing me. Vidjama game logic. Are we there yet? Said Ted. Oh no, TotalTea, not you too! Well, you'll be able to watch the archive afterwards, so... You'll live. Or so I hope. All guns blazing. I turned round and did the thing, but I was killed by input delay or something. Oh, like, random thought. Why does Agent 9 look like whenever the internet goes off, yes, whenever the alarms go off to signify he's been caught, I swear he makes this face like he just shat himself. Like, that's a bit of a reaction to getting caught, I suppose. Sees enemy approaching, immediately hides from said enemy. Some genius play by the security staff here. This bit is an awkward fuck. Like, why do you must have to look inwards the same ways like that? I will hide above. Okay, you're dealt with, and now I shall deal with you. You will not live to tell the tale of my existence, my child. I'm above you and you can't see me. And now you can see me. Like, why didn't his shouting get the attention of this guy, who would then shout and call security and shit? Again, inquiring minds. Oh my god, there are so many fucks everywhere. Oh, that could have ended very badly. I would very much appreciate another checkpoint, please. It sort of brings me back to the topic of, can I have a large popcorn, please? No. It would be nice to be able to wrap this up sometime soon, and oh, it's a fuck. Well, you can't fuck anymore. You can't scrundle here. I swear to fuck, I'm gonna make that a thing. And you can scrundle if you like. I just don't want to get got. I would like a checkpoint, if it so suits. Madingus. I'm going to go back to the left, get a checkpoint, come back to the right. Sweet, obviously, duh. then get the gem from that guy who I didn't have the balls to collect. Can I just have a free checkpoint, please? Oh, good, there's a checkpoint literally straight up from here, so I'll get this, save at the checkpoint, go back down, get the one gem I'm missing, and then... And we've opened a shortcut back, a back cut, if you will, so I suppose it doesn't super-de-duper-de matter, but at least save the fact that I've defeated those enemies. Now let's go back and get the one fuck that I left behind, because this is a no fucks left behind playthrough, clearly. I pressed the button too early, but that's okay, because I can go through this way and grab the fucker by his neck and eat him for soup. Because that's grammar. That's totally grammar. My arm's going again. That's okay, the stream's nearly over. You can all go to bed soon. Even the people who are watching this afterwards, who will watch this in like the middle of the day or something. Tess's orders, watch till the end and then go to bed. So, one last round of Tess's favourite question. How's everybody doing this evening? Good, I would like to presume to hope with my pants. Because my pants are an autonomous entity that can think by themselves. They have to be in order to keep these nuts safe and under control. No, I don't know where that train of thought was going. Why do you ask? My arm. Ave Maria. I don't know how Ave Maria goes. So, there's that. Still 5 goods out of 10. 7.8 out of 10, too much water. Could they not have made these platforms synchronize? Synchronize like Sugalite? Oh yeah, I was talking to Exelda over Skype earlier today, or, well, it was text-based thing. We were talking about Undertale, and I somehow managed to come to the conclusion that Nicki Minaj is actually the real king of the underworld in Undertale. Because I determined that the king must be a fusion, but the only fusion that matches that description is Sugalite. And Sugalite is voiced by Nicki Minaj, therefore Nicki Minaj is the king of the underworld. King as opposed to queen, because it's a game that defies gender convention or something. I'm gonna go back this way once again, grab another checkpoint, ask checkpoint the checkpoint, Charlie Sheen. Yes, I get it. I get where you're coming from. And I concur because I am also technically winning. Now, how far back do I have to track? Because I have to get back to here. We have a third viewer for the final 10 minutes or so. Identify your smelf. See, if I were a person of lesser integrity, I could totally start save scumming at this point, because... And it's no secret, I have access to save states, but... I'm gonna be totally unentertaining to watch and just try and make this jump by myself. Unless... Can I grab that hook? No, I can't. I know this jump is possible because I did it in the original LP. I also know from experience in that LP, it's an insanely difficult jump to do. And I also need to recharge my arm. Right. Yes! That might seem like an underreaction or an overreaction, but that is a very difficult jump to make. And I'm not even going to touch the buttons at this point, because I don't want to have my left arm go weird again and throw me off into the instant kill mines and make me have to do that really awkward jump again. Because we're here. We've got the thing, we're nearly home free, we just need to find the red door and the last agent, and then we can get the key half and I can end the stream and we can all go to beddy, bisey, biddly, bodily, biggity, bunky booze. I'm starting to slightly channel Caddicarus, which I suppose is good because he's a person. He can scrundle anywhere, he is the master of scrundlery. You can scrundle here. Makes it sound like I'm flirting with him. Hey. I double jumped, you f***! My Neebles and my Humblebings. There we go. It's funny how it's always Agents 1 through 8 that are in these missions. You know, there's never any mention of Agent 10 onward. Well, Agent 10, according to Spyro Season of Ice, is one of the fairies. But, you know, you'd have thought since there are 4 Agent 9 missions, you'd have 1 through 8 and then 10 to 17 and so on, because Agent 9 is Agent 9. You know? Well, clearly not. It's just the same 8 agents getting captured over and over again. Anyway, that's all we can do in Moneybags Dimension at the moment, and we've got half of the pink key. So, I think that's a good time to end the stream. We've been going for an hour and a half. We've made some significant ass progress. So, yeah. For the benefit of people watching this archive footage, I have been able to continue to be tessellating hexagons, and for the people who are watching this live, I'm going to hang around in the stream chat for a bit after I end the stream. But until then, no. The point is, I'm done streaming for now, but I'm going to be in the stream chat if someone wants, if you want to have a word with Ask Me, then I'll be around. But otherwise, in the words of that one guy from that one thing, bye.